Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Dominic from the Primetime Treasure eBay store and YouTube channel. We are going to go out right now, hit up a bunch of garage sales. It could be estate sales along the way. I don't know. I've got Primetime Junior, Little Miss Primetime, and Mrs. Primetime in the car with me at the same time. And so we are going to just try to hit up all these sales as much as possible and see how much we could get. Okay, we have arrived at our first location. This is a garage sale in Fulton, New York. I normally don't come out this way, but decided to just go somewhere a little different. So we'll go in there, see if we can find anything. So here's a box on the table. I've told you I've done very well with Jack Daniels and to generally pick it up if you see it. This is a nice little Jack Daniels sign, which that's not going to go for much, but I'm really going to just throw it in with these things here. This is what I'm really interested in. These will go for about $20 a piece. They're Jack Daniels tins, and they have the bottles inside of them. Right there, and so that collectors love those for $20. These are empty. If these were full, you're really not supposed to sell them on eBay full because you can't sell alcohol there, but I have seen people sell them there, just not advertise them as alcohol, and they sell them for around $95, but you would get in trouble if you get caught doing that, so I would not advise that. But you can sell them empty, and so you know, these are going to go for about 20 bucks, and I'll probably be able to get these for like $5 or something for the whole lot. So, you know, we'll see. I'm going to talk to him. Seems like he's trying to blow stuff out. So I'm going to go up and get this in just a moment. All right, so picked up all the Jack Daniels items for $5. He originally wanted 10, but this guy buys out storage units, so it's very easy to get this stuff at a good price because he just wants to blow it out. Also gave him my business card in case he comes across comic books in a storage unit because they are often kept there, so that is another good use of using that business card. I see a mannequin. Been trying to find one of these mannequins for a while, so see if I could grab this one. Last time someone tried to sell me a mannequin, they wanted like $55 for it, so let's see if this is more reasonable. Always pick these boxes of Cheer Up or this old vintage detergent. These things will sell very well, and it is partly full, so you could get like $45 or so out of a box of Cheer if it's totally full, and even a more modern version of it. This one has a little damage to it, so but it still should sell if I get it for a low price, so we'll see. Okay, here it is. I finally got the mannequin. I've been looking for a mannequin for over a year. Problem is they are just super expensive. So been waiting to get a deal on them, and you know, I got these 2 boxes of soap here. She threw the one in the white in for free. The box of Cheer, you know, that could go for around $40, which is gonna pay for the mannequin, because the mannequin itself she wanted $18 for, and she wound up just giving me everything for $18. She actually threw the box of Cheer in too for free. So definitely a great deal here. Good investment. Yeah, I love the trade paperbacks. You know, there's just a lot of content in there, especially for $1 a piece. These are good. So I'll pick these up. I think there's like 18 of them in here. I wind up we're getting here. And these mini series are $1 a piece, so that's good. I'll take these 1, 2, and 3. He's just blowing stuff out. Came back to Primetime Treasure headquarters for a pit stop. You see, this is an area that I haven't really shown before. It's where I keep some extra inventory overflow that I need to process. So most of the stuff is not listed right now. A few of the things are, like the decanter, one of the decanters that you see up top. But the reason I'm doing this is just to let you know that it is about 100 degrees out right now. That's no joke. And the humidity is really bad. To the left there, what I had was rows and rows and stacks of comic books that I would keep there. I moved all that stuff inside. I also had some magazines I had stored up there in the Kodak area. Moved that all out of there because the humidity will absolutely destroy that stuff. If moisture gets into it and starts wrinkling up the pages, I mean, you have just ruined your items, and I have way too much money invested into those books to get them ruined like that. So over here is where I keep some extra boxes. Tend to keep some bigger ones. So, you know, this is where I come and, you know, go grab them if I need something. bigger and don't have it downstairs in the Primetime Treasure main inventory area, although usually I do. So which is usually what winds up happening is when I run out of items from the main inventory area in terms of boxes, I'll grab some here and I'll bring them back down. So, but I just wanted to pass that tip along. If you have right now, we're getting into the really hot months of the summer. If you have any paper-based products that you are storing in your garage area, get that out, especially if you don't have good ventilation in your garage and that humidity just comes in there. It's real important. All right, everybody, like I just said, it is brutally hot out. I mean, it is about 2:15, and it's like I said, it's about 100 degrees out, even more when you factor in the humidity. Mrs. Primetime, Primetime Junior, Little Miss Primetime, that's my family members if you don't know, and Primetime Puppy who came along for the ride, they are just wiped and they're done. So I dropped them off, and now I am going out to see what else I could get. This is the moment where, you really could source some great items in extreme weather. You've seen me do this in the winter time when there's really, really bad snowstorms. I don't care. I'm going out, and I know that that's going to force a lot of people to stay home. And I've literally had times at estate sales, for example, where I've had practically the entire house to myself. So I am gonna head out and see if I could get anything when there is less competition out there for the item. So let's go see if there's anything else we could grab. All right, well, this is exactly why I go out. I couldn't really talk into the camera on that item because the guy was standing there right next to me, so I don't like to do that. But this pickup right here is actually a great piece. Now, you're probably wondering, what the heck is this? Well, as it says here, this is a compressed air regulator. Now, just so you know, I repeat, I am not any kind of super mechanical guy or big tool guy or anything like that, but I do realize that there is a lot of money to be made in this stuff. And I've talked about in prior videos, if you could find something that is snap-on tool related, then you've really found something that's of value. Now, I've also talked about why you need to research items when you're in the field, and not to be shy to take your phone out and start looking comps up on the eBay app. And that's exactly what I did on this. Now, the funny thing about this, and this is one of the things I love about what I do when I resell, I love finding that piece that other people don't realize what it is. And the guy who's actually selling it to me, he runs an eBay store, and he had this item and he didn't really know too much about it, and he said he tried looking it up to kind of come up with a price. He couldn't, so he just put $3 on it. Now, as you can see here, there's some numbers on there. It says AHR 416. That's what you want to look up. Just type AHR-416 into eBay for completed sold listings, and what you will see is one of these just sold. There's only one put on there. There's not even one on there right now for sale, but it's sold for $53. Okay, I actually wound up getting it for $2, not $3, because when I opened up my wallet, I only had $2 in it and 20s, and he said, you know what, I don't want to break the 20, I'll just give it to you for $2. So great. So I'm gonna probably make over $50 on this item. I mean, I could even put it up for more than that. I could even try like $59.99 or something like that if I want to, because I have zero competition. The other thing that was good is we got to talking, and this person is someone on the side who not only does he do an eBay store, but he works for a furniture store. He's local. He's about 10 minutes down the road from me, and he actually goes into estates and he clears out estates sometimes to get the furniture, and they find things, and sometimes they find things like comic books or other collectibles. So he's like, hey, give me your business card. If we find something, I give you a call. So I gave him my business card. This is the 4th time today that I've handed out my business card. So part of the thing that you're also doing at these sites is you're making connections, and that's how you could get people to call. I've had people call me before, run estate sales, for example. Hey, we just found a ton of comic books, come by and check it out. If you want to give us a good price on it, we'll do a deal with you ahead of time. So these are the kind of advantages you could get by building up relationships with people. So now I'm going to go on and see if there's anything else. The heat is so brutal. I mean, they were packing up. They were supposed to close up at 4. It's around 2:30 right now. So we'll see if there's any other place that stayed open and decided to wither the heat. Hey everybody, I am back at Primetime Treasure headquarters because it is just so oppressively hot out there and humid that people were shutting their sales down left and right. You'd show up to a garage sale that was supposed to shut down at 4 and people are shutting them down at 3 o'clock. They don't want anything to do with being out in that heat or even being in their garage, which is basically serving as an oven for them. So there's just several times where that happened, and I just said, you know what, it's very clear that there's just not going to be anything else today. So came back, decided to do this wrap-up video. How about doing the wrap-up part of the video earlier than 3:30 in the morning for one? So it's about 7 o'clock right now, and the part I wanted to focus with you on the wrap-up was actually not anything I purchased to resell, but it's actually something I purchased that will help me resell, which is that Mannequin. That Mannequin for $18 plus the 2 vintage boxes of detergent. The boxes of detergent are going to pay for the Mannequin in and of itself. One of those, there's a box of Cheer detergent that should wind up selling for around $45 or so. So I'm excited about that, and that's the result, and this is what I want to kind of pass on to you. This is the result of just continuing to persist and just keep being patient and knowing that if you keep doing that, eventually you're going to get lucky and you're going to wind up in a situation where you could get what you want. So yes, there's a degree of luck involved, but that luck is earned luck. It's earned by working hard and continuing to push it and continuing to just go after it. And that's what I like to do in all aspects of my business and also in my personal life. So, not giving up, not quitting, just keep working hard and knowing that if you do that, good things will eventually result. So I have missed out on mannequins twice before. Once was last year before I had this channel. I literally missed one at an estate sale. In fact, I missed out on like a few of them by seconds, and they were purchased by another group of resellers. So timing is everything. So just missed out on that. And then there was another time, which this one I actually have on camera, which was the video that I did a few weeks ago where I went to the abandoned mall and the person was closing down a store and relocating to another area, and I tried to purchase some mannequins from him, made a reasonable offer, but he would not take the offer, and he wanted to give it to me for a price that was fair but was too high from what I knew I could run into a little bit later on if I just held on and was just a little bit more patient. I believe he wanted something around $60 for the Mannequin, and I just didn't want to do that because I knew, even though I missed out on one last year for around $20, I knew that since there were ones at that estate sale for $20, that's going to pop up sometime again down the road somewhere else. And it turns out it showed up at a garage sale of all places. And so, and that's a really good Mannequin. That exact type of Mannequin, that one you could find in stores for $99 to over $100, $120. So to get it for $18, plus with the 2 vintage boxes of detergent that were partly full, those boxes of detergent will pay for that Mannequin and even put me into profit. So it was just a no-brainer type of deal. The Mannequin, again, will help me sell clothes. It is a female Mannequin version. There's also a male Mannequin version that I need to get, so I don't have one now. You can get unisex Mannequins, so the advantage of that is it's less space, but the disadvantage is that it's not as anatomically correct. But I'm happy to have the female version. The quest is now on to find the male version, and hopefully I'll find that sometime soon. Can you sell things? Can you sell clothes without mannequins? You absolutely can. There is a myth out there that unless you have a mannequin, you're not going to be able to sell your clothes, and or you're just not going to be able to sell a good amount of it. And that's absolutely not true. There's ways around it. So with that though, I'm going to wrap it up for today. If you like this video, enjoyed some of the tips and some of the things you saw along the way, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you drop a comment or a question down below if you have one. I love to interact with all of you, get to know you. So thank you, Sheila Hamilton, and all the others that are continuously chip in and help make this channel interactive and leave useful comments. I appreciate all of that. So also, just make sure that if you are interested in learning more tips and tricks, that you come to my Facebook group, the Facebook Reselling Resource Center. The link to that is down below in the description section. All you have to do is hit the join button and I will let you in as long as your profile looks normal. And lastly, make sure, real important, hit that subscribe button that pops up at the end in the form of a treasure chest, and or you could just hit subscribe anywhere on the channel. I have a goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I'm at 531, so I've got a ways to go. Could use your help with that. Mentioning this channel to others, sharing some of the videos on other networks, that can help other channels. Whatever you can do, Facebook pages, any kind of social media share could help get the word out that this is a useful channel, or channel that you find useful and gives out good tips. So with that, I'm going to wrap things up, get some packages out that sold today, and I will see you tomorrow at the next video. Take care, everyone.